Imagine a world where peace reigns supreme, where nations lay down their arms and embrace dialogue instead of conflict. Unfortunately, that's not the world we live in today. The recent series of missile attacks between Israel and Iran paints a stark picture that echoes this harsh reality. The first chapter of this saga began in the early weeks of 2024, when Iran launched a series of unprecedented missile attacks on Israel. This was a clear escalation of tensions, and it marked a significant departure from Iran's traditionally covert operations in the region. Israel, in response, launched its own series of retaliatory strikes just days later. While the world watched in apprehension, the Middle East seemed to teeter on the brink of a full-blown war. Yet the international community remained largely silent, leaving the two nations to their own devices. The situation further escalated in March, when Iran, in a surprising move, launched another round of missile attacks. This time, the targets were not just military installations, but also key infrastructure sites throughout Israel. The audacity of these attacks sent shockwaves through the international community, prompting urgent calls for a peaceful resolution. Israel, however, responded in kind. In a well-coordinated counterattack, Israeli forces targeted key military installations within Iran. It was a clear message to Iran and the world at large. Israel would not be bullied into submission. In the aftermath of these attacks, the world was left in a state of uncertainty. The question on everyone's lips was, what's next? While diplomatic efforts were underway to de-escalate the situation, the prospect of peace seemed elusive. This brings us to the present day. April 2024. The dust has settled, but the tension remains palpable. Both nations are on high alert, their fingers poised over the trigger, ready to retaliate at a moment's notice. In summary, this saga began with an unprecedented missile attack by Iran on Israel, marking a significant escalation of tensions. Israel responded with its own series of retaliatory strikes. The situation further escalated when Iran launched another round of missile attacks, this time targeting key infrastructure sites within Israel. Israel's counterattack targeted key military installations within Iran. Today, both nations remain on high alert, with the international community urgently calling for a peaceful resolution. This story serves as a stark reminder that our world is far from peaceful. It underscores the urgent need for dialogue and diplomacy in resolving conflicts. It highlights the devastating impact of war, not just on the nations involved, but on the world at large. And so, as we navigate the complex geopolitics of the modern world, it's important to remember the ultimate goal: a world where peace reigns supreme, a world where nations lay down their arms and embrace dialogue instead of conflict, a world that, hopefully, we will one day see.